I'm Newt. I'm one of the organizers for Midwest Speed Fest, and this is a backup run of Super Fancy Pants Adventure New Game Plus. Welcome to Hades. This is our build for the afternoon. This is called Guy Fiery. Shout outs to Rill. I know you're out there. Yeah, so we're gonna have a flame hat, flame pants. We're just gonna get right into this thing as quickly as possible. We're not gonna waste any time. Game audio went down a little bit, so I'm gonna turn it back up to where it was before. There. I hope that's not too loud for everybody. So far, so good.
Nothing's playing.
Yeah,
yet,
we
so
can
can't
talk
tell.
about
Yeah.
it. Timing is going to start as soon as I start moving, which will be in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. Hi. So let's see if I still have my chops from running this game at a few marathons, like a year ago. So, Super Fancy Pants Adventure is a continuation of the Fancy Pants Flash game series that was on sites such as Armor Games, Newgrounds, you know, those ones that you played in middle school on school computers while the librarian wasn't watching. This is a continuation of that. It came out on Steam back in 2017. I started running it roughly right away and already off to a great start. It lends itself really well to speedrunning because of a lot of the movement mechanics. The most prominent of which you're going to see me doing is slide jumping, which I'm jumping out of a slide, believe it or not. Really complicated. But yeah, this game is a pretty fun platformer to speedrun and a pretty mediocre game overall.
Rip.
I think this game is great. I think it is the best Sonic game ever made.
It's true. You're right. Also, hi, I have a couple friends here supporting me this morning. You can feel free to introduce yourselves.
I was wondering when we were going to get to do that.
Yeah,
I'm Helix.
go
You're
for
going to
it.
hear my voice for the next 3 runs for the rest of the marathon, so I hope you like it.
I love it.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm Hero. I'm here. Hi.
And I'm Mojo. I've also run this game.
Heck yeah. Some amazing folks around me. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the heck out of it.
Thank you for just hopping in with a backup run on no notice.
Heck yeah.
Literally.
By the way,
Yeah.
are we saving
Oh,
Caboodle
that
this run?
rap. Caboodle? Are we?
Are we saving Caboodle? Commentator?
What
Can we
does-
make it an impromptu incentive?
It's gonna happen in the next room.
Oh,
so
okay,
if
never
somebody
mind
I'd like to do a quick interjection. We have $30 by Rojo42. Save Caboodle!
Yeah, I was gonna say save the caboodles.
Okay.
We're saving Caboodle then. Caboodle is the cat that we were supposed to come down here to save. Normally we don't save the cat in this category, New Game Plus, because we start the game with the pen. So now we have the pen that we already had. We're gonna keep going on through this first level, which is Spire. It's a very okay level. I find myself resetting in it very often because it is pretty optimized at this point. And one of the weird things about slide jumping is that you can get very variable speed based off of I should probably jump there. Based off of the angle of the ground that you're jumping off of. And when you have levels like Spire and this one Squiggleville Plains that have a lot of rolling hills and platforms, it makes it really difficult to get consistently high speeds. It's pretty tricky, but we try the best we can do. Yeah. What else is happening in New Game Plus? Oh, yeah, you're gonna see me using some abilities that you normally unlock later on in the game in the beginning. So if you look in the upper right-hand part of the screen, you will see a little black meter, and that is our ink that we have. This is what allows us to use different abilities with the pen. So we have a couple ink dashes, ink shot, and not quite. Ink dash, ink shot, and what else do we use with it?
I think that's pretty much it for ink meter.
Yeah. Unfortunately, since you unlock ink after Squiggleville Plains, we don't normally get to see it used. However, we have a limited number of dashes that we can do. And we're going to see our first one right here, and we use it to get up to this moving platform.
Saves the cycle there.
It
Saves
does. But wait, there's more. We're gonna just like do a couple of slide jumps off of that platform and get right up here. Oh, I was gonna say, what if I got nest skip?
That'd be awesome. Wasn't a bad attempt at it.
Thank you.
Should be mentioned that we mostly have a limited number of dashes because the enemies that get refill our ink meter only pop in towards the very end of the planes.
Yes, thank you, Wojo.
So a majority of round in this game is just managing your ink meter, knowing which enemies to hit in order to get that back and when to use those abilities, as well as just preserving momentum the entire way through.
Yeah, and there are certain parts of the game that like it's a lot easier to pick up ink in. Such as Tree Pirate Valley is loaded with like spots to refill ink or enemies to refill your ink meter.
Real
So-
big skip coming up here.
Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna like slide down here, do like one up attack, and we skip like half of this room, which is fun. This is normally where we start to be able to collect ink.
Yep.
I'm going to do like a couple of slide jumps here that allow me to skip like a little cutscene. It makes you slow down, but we don't like that. Here comes my favorite room in the game.
This room is entirely cycle based, and what cycle you get is pretty much random whenever you enter the room.
Yeah, it's on like a global timer, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you just, it's so hard to know.
It's like different every single time you come in. It was
Yeah.
a little slow, but I did a no-hit ink
Yeah.
drop room, which
You know,
is
yeah, you didn't get hit, and that's impressive, especially on running this on such short notice. That's a
Yeah.
clap.
This room is going to also have a big skip where it's important to have the ink dash off the enemy wrong way, but we can still get it back up because
you know
it's
what?
fun to fight
Watch
rotation.
this.
There we go, dash the right way. There we go.
Nice.
it
doing
skips
that-
like this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Normally you have to kill all the enemies in that room in order to knock down the door, but instead we just go over the door. We're going to be seeing another skip like that, much harder version later on in the run.
Yeah. I was also like so close to the bottom of that pole. I thought for sure I was gonna fall off. Yeah, this game, the speedrun is actually like really fun. There are, ooh,
Remember ink for bathtub skip?
huh?
You got ink.
I'm
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
You got one try at it. You got it.
I got it. One try is all I
Yeah.
need.
Yeah, exactly. You got this.
Right now, so far in the story, there was a torrential downpour that wiped away the ink. We accidentally hit a
Can
map.
I get a map?
There was a torrential downpour that wiped away a bunch of the valley, and now citizens are taking residence in the mayor's bathtub, which we are now going to be climbing up in order to do another skip to avoid having some dialogue and going back and forth. We're going to be going over this wall, past the loading zone, and then running back left into it. And then you have to die, and then you're back in the
There we go. Awesome. Yeah, that skips like running back and forth in that room. It saves quite a bit of time, so it's great to get it. First try again. That's not bad. These rooms are a mess. Oop, whoa.
What the heck?
That was funky.
Stop on a dime.
This game is,
It's a flash game.
it's a flash game. It's got
Going
some
for
pretty
it?
wonky
Okay,
stuff.
just going it.
There's just a little
Yeah.
bit more wonk for you. All right, let's do this. You want to explain this one too, Wojo?
Building up momentum so that we can hopefully dash and avoid. Typically,
You know
what you're
what,
supposed to be doing
I'm gonna try this
is
again.
at this point we gain the ink shot ability, which allows us to fire pellets of ink out of our pen like a gun, but it forces us to stop and lose all of our momentum. So instead, we're building momentum, dashing, and then skipping, having to fill those in.
So we've seen a couple uses of the ink dash so far, and now we're going to see 10 in this one room alone. Oh, maybe 9.
Primary benefits of
Out
the
of
ink
ink.
dash is that 1, it kills enemies and allows you to jump after hitting the enemies. 2, it's a straightforward big momentum boost. And 3, you are temporarily invincible when using it. So using that, you're able to just get huge vertical momentum
Wow.
right away.
Let's go, Bully Ladder.
I don't know if I've seen you do that before. That was
That
awesome.
one's fun. That's Bully Ladder. It's you can jump out of dash attacks, And so you can do it to chain like dash attack, jump, jump, to get a lot of like vertical speed pretty quickly, like that. I didn't mean to do that there, but here we are.
And we use that ink dash for the invisibility just because we don't know if that ink's going to drop and cause a problem. We're trying to have enough momentum here, and we got on the red one right away.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
Okay.
red rails you can ride and slide on like your Sonic, and then there are yellow rails which you just grab onto from below.
Ooh, I'm out of ink. Good to know.
Yeah.
Cycles, please.
What?
Platforming, please.
Bird, please. Brad.
No, Brad?
Brad is the name of every single enemy in this game.
And the developer.
And the developer.
Coincidentally, right?
God, this room always trips me up. There's a few rooms in TPV, Tree Pirate Valley, where there's just an enemy immediately in the room, and you just have to remember to jump as soon as you get in. Here are the titular pirates of Tree Pirate Valley.
Yes. Hello, everybody say hi to Rainbow Beard, who was, for those of you that know, like, Fancy Pants lore, was the, like, main antagonist of Fancy Pants Adventure World 3 that was released back in 2010 as a Flash game. I'm gonna try something fun.
Rest in
Don't
peace,
blame me.
Flash.
Rest in peace, Flash. Okay, not jump too early. Nice. Oh, I
Need to
forgot
hit
to.
pipe.
I, can't- I swung.
Yeah.
I tried to hit it, but it, okay.
So in Tree Pirate Valley, all the pirates are coated in ink, and so you need to knock the
Okay.
pipe that's spewing out pink ink monsters, as well as beat all the ink monsters that came from that pipe in order to get their dialogue and advance through.
Nice.
Good.
There we go.
That was real slick.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oop. Hey, out of the way.
Get off the wall.
Get out
There
of
we
here.
go.
Want a little bit of ink.
I like that guy.
Alright.
Like his dance moves.
Yeah. Best pirate.
Got a little bit of tricky platforming, just knocking Brad out of the way.
So that platform moves really slowly. And we're just gonna skip the whole thing by doing a couple jumps off of there.
Sounds about right.
And coming down here.
This section is why I mentioned that you have to kill all of the ink monsters that come out of the pipe. There's a habit, really annoying habit they have of some of the small ones just sneaking past you and falling down to the
And falling down.
below.
Yeah, and then you have to go all the way down and get it and take those
Yeah.
platforms like all the way back up.
But Nudist Baller and killed them all right away.
I'm so good. I don't want to say that
Yeah.
before like Volcano Approach or Volcano though. Ooh. Run's not over yet. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm trying to do this kind of fast.
No!
That enemy is like right where I don't want it to be. Oh, come on. Watch
on, dude.
this. Oh,
Give that
No.
Spike the Employee of the Month award.
I think you've gotta learn never to say watch
can't
this during
watch-
raid runs.
or like at all.
Okay,
Let's go, enemy. Let's go, Brad.
Let's go, Brad.
Let's go, Brad. MVP of the run.
Ooh.
Don't hit this map.
Don't hit this map.
If you hit this map,
I'm
you have to
gonna
do all of TPV all over again.
Oh,
It
excuse
instantly
me.
kills the run.
I'm gonna take that a little. Yeah.
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 Here
It's
it's just
awful.
going to be a combat section where we have to knock off some tentacles and then enemies start spewing out. If we have any donations or anything to plug, now would be a good time.
There are currently no new donations, but it looks like we are close to 7,000, just $105 away. So get your donations so we can pass that milestone.
Let's see it happen by the end of this run.
Can we check the status of the Hades incentive?
The Hades incentive is at $140 right now.
Alright.
That's only $10 away from our next pet. Somebody's got to do that.
One pet per head. Think about it.
Okay.
There we go.
So at the end of this section is where we end up getting the ink dash in the original game, which allowed you to fly through all those enemies. We are now entering Approach. Approach has very few enemies spread throughout it, and so ink management here is really important. These this is a really tense level. Lots of cycles to make, lots of really precise movement in order to keep everything going because you don't want to waste that ink.
You know what I'm gonna do, Wojo?
Yeah?
I think I'm gonna go for inkless.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Okay.
All right, back up to full.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
not what I wanted. And I'm gonna.
Go back, get some more.
Yeah. We want to.
Yeah.
I want to show off. Like,
So-
try to show off as much as.
Approach is also full of certain rooms that you can get right to the end without having to snake through all the platform, snake through all the different backgrounds. You see that going through that hole, you're moving between different layers in the background of the stage. Typically, you're supposed to be running all the way to the left here in order to sneak to the back room, get on the spring in order to head forward. But right now, we just skip right to the end of that and saves like a minute.
Anybody say some happy bacon wheels?
Happy bacon wheels. These are not perfectly circular, and so it will be random how much momentum. Yeah.
Yes, that cycle's so hard to get.
Yes.
Those were beautiful bacon wheels.
The happiest of bacon wheels.
Taking it safe.
We'll take it safe.
Yeah.
I could go for a bacon meal right now. Preferably a happy one.
Fun fact, this room used to be 5 seconds long until you see this big old spike wall in the foreground here. That was added by the developer because we can't have fun.
What? Yeah, that hitbox is real weird. You can hit that when you're supposed to be transitioning
I
into the foreground.
Thought I was far enough away.
Yes, you have to wait just a little bit in order to go past it. You fall into the foreground and you get to the end of the stage.
Okay. Swag portal? Anybody?
Go for the swag.
Do it.
So
so
the
close.
swag trick is landing right there into a slide jump and immediately boosting and then skipping the loop-de-loop. It does not save time because you have to wait for the spinning platform anyways, but it also has the potential to kill you. But if you land it and survive it, it's swag. So
It looks cool, and that's
yeah,
important.
it's the best combination of platforming tricks. And now we're just gonna be climbing up this one vertical shaft room.
Real, this one's for you.
And
All the
yeah,
way back down.
Bennett Foddies, get over it.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to do one attempt.
Yeah.
For real.
I actually haven't seen that before. That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
pretty neat.
I am the worst at it. Okay.
So coming
this
up is Inkless. There's just a big, long floor of spikes that we are trying to jump over without having to use our ink dash first try. Let's go.
Let's
Doing that lets us save an ink dash to be using here to sneak through that portal without going all the way around on that.
Oh, this is
Yep.
this is awesome.
This has been a pretty solid approach.
Additionally, if you get inkless first try, you can hit like a nice cycle on that moving platform that we just saw.
Wow.
And it's also
One
incredibly
ink.
swag.
Wow.
Yep. One ink dash to spare. We're coming up
Use it
to
here.
boss fight. Use his ink dash. So for this boss, we end up having to hit 3 different enemies into him. So it's all just about positioning and then waiting for him to approach. Lots of waiting.
Any donations?
We do have one new donation, $10 by Hop and Flop, which says 4 dogs.
Let's go, doggos.
That was too early. That was too early.
Yeah.
There.
Good
We're so
save.
dead.
Yeah.
All right. Volcano time.
There's a map in this game?
There's a drawing
Okay.
inside the drawing.
Whoa.
So way back, I mentioned that we had the skip where we bounced off a few enemies in order to go over a door in order to skip the combat section. This can be the harder one because where the enemies drop is just random as opposed to having a spout. So we are going to have to fight the enemies now. It's about 20 seconds, 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
It's known for killing runs and it's just really seemingly unfair. But
Random 20-second time loss at the end of your run. Have fun.
Whee!
it feels so good when you do land it.
Yeah,
It does.
Absolutely.
Like,
it looks cool too.
every trick in this game is so satisfying to hit.
Yeah, the pathing looks very smooth,
Top row.
very
Yeah.
satisfying.
No, seeing like a top
Bottom
level
row.
run of this game is really entertaining. It always looks so smooth.
For this floor, we're going up to one of the secret doors in order to essentially just jump over the rest of the screen. Otherwise, you have to deal with a whole bunch of cycles and ink drops and going back and forth. Preserving momentum to skip the ink wave. Flying fast. Volcano is just a bunch of impressive movement on top of itself.
Oh, bitter. Whew, so long.
Tighter. Really tight jumps in order to avoid all the enemies. Good save.
Come on.
We are going to be coming up on a skip to attempt. Really tight in this one. We're going to be trying to land and then slide on a moving platform to get a momentum boost. Got enough distance, skips a loop.
Awesome. But wait, there's more.
More speedrun tricks? I like that.
Gonna do a pogo off of that one. And some fun little platforming.
You just made that look so easy.
Buttery smooth. Don't hit the map.
I won't.
Don't go into the ice cream bucket. There's a bunch of just silly ways to lose time right at the very end.
Didn't even have to
Yeah.
swing twice to skip
And now
that
we are
part.
entering the final boss of the game, Inky Pants, who is going to be shoving us into the depths of the volcano. Time isn't on the final hill of the boss. It's going to be sending us into a lower platform in order to go into the hole.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to go into a little portal underneath after the boss is defeated. There's a little bit of a strategy to this boss. I'm going to try to lure him all the way over to the right side of the screen and then do a combination of dash attacks and charged attacks in succession. And hopefully that sort of stun locks the boss over on the edge. So we'll see how that goes. That's the theory, anyway.
Just about preserving good rhythm going on with it to keep them alive.
Oh, come on.
Still very good.
Yeah,
very
that was
good.
still really good.
Yes.
All right.
So time is coming up shortly. Insta portal?
No.
No.
Not quite. And time. Yeah. Super Fancy Pants Adventure. New game plus. It's been a minute since I've really practiced this game.
That was impressive. Considering
Yeah.
how long it's been since you've really played that, that was
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh,
thank,
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody watching and supporting Midwest Speeds Fest so far. We have a couple amazing runs coming up.
We have 2 left.
After this, yeah, we're going to see Hades with Moonblaze Wolf, and then we're going to see our finale, Super Mario Odyssey Darker Side with Ganon. I'm really excited for that. Thank you again to Hero, Helix, and Wojo for having my back on this run. Yeah,
Thank you for filling in on such short notice. Stay tuned, everyone. You are absolutely going to want to see these last 2 runs. And keep donating.
yes, and keep donating. Let's hit 10K.
Please,
do it.
please.
We can
We've
do
done it
it.
twice
Do it.
before. We got to do it at our first
Let's do
in-person
it.
event. Don't let us down.
See y'all later.